Deepika, I'm very, very fond of. I think she's extremely elegant. Salman, sir, we were all just mad about him, I think, when we were working. Hrithik sir is just hot. Like, he's hot as hell.
Hi, Anupriya. Welcome to Screenbox. Congratulations on the humongous success of Asur. And what a
Thank you.
character.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anshul.
How has how has the response been so far?
It's been amazing. I mean, everybody's loving Asur. People have really loved Nena's character. I keep getting a lot of messages about my hacking skills all the time. Some come as like being appreciative. Some come and say that, oh, this is the only main character in the entire season because everything she's doing. Some come and say that ऐसे नहीं होती है hacking. इतनी जल्दी hacking कर ली. मतलब memes बन रहे हैं उस पे काफी सारे. But also then I think what is most heart touching is that people have really appreciated the performance. Like they come in and when they especially send certain scenes or they send video shots of some scenes and appreciate the performance, then it is most heartwarming and they really are loving the series. They found it very interesting and entertaining.
Okay, so what was the most challenging part of playing Naina in Asur?
The most challenging part, we never smile throughout the season. I think we are constantly in that state of tension and, morose. But I think the most challenging part, if I may say so, would be so I'm mostly tied to a chair, and I'm mostly acting within acting. अब जैसे मुझे कई बार मैसेजेस मिलते हैं, फर्स्ट सीजन में भी मिले थे, इसमें भी मिल रहे हैं कि वो जब वीडियोस दिखाते हैं, अब क्या होता है, आई थिंक they've done a far better job at the VFX because they've made sure. I think I've not got so many of those yet, but in the first season I used to keep getting those videos or screenshots of what I was actually typing in the VFX, whatever had gone in, and they would say कि ये कौन सी hacking हो रही है. So वो सब बाद में होता है. I feel like telling them the actors don't have any control over this. So generally when you're acting, there's just a green screen, right? And you're just typing in things. You don't know what is going to pop up from where, and all that jargon, the technical jargon, you have to make sense of that. And we are always shooting against time. We are always shooting against resources, and we have so much to complete. So being that irritating person who keeps asking questions कि यहाँ से क्या निकलेगा, यहाँ क्या आएगा, VFX में क्या होगा, what am I typing in, how does this make sense, how does that make sense, just to make sense of it so that I'm not looking like an idiot or at least I feel that I'm doing because it used to become important for me as an actor to get my eye line right, or to at least have the thought going, not to just to endlessly, mindlessly keep typing something and looking into space. So to pre-assume or to get sense of what this jargon means, and while maintaining that internal space for Naina, because I didn't want her to be just one monotonous tone throughout the season. Of course, she has some very, very emotional moments with her ex-husband and DJ, both Varun's character and Arshad's character. But apart from that, she's constantly in a space where she's giving in important information, she's hacking things, she's making things happen. But then to maintain a space where she's being practical and hands-on, but also has a little bit of the zone where she is, and she's talking and helping in nabbing her daughter's killers and everything that changed her life, and the bigger things are at stake. So that I think was a bit of a challenge to keep both the things while making it dexterous and emotional at the same time.
So also speaking about your film career, you have been associated with YRF Spywars, as they say. You have been a part of War, you have been a part of Tigers in the Hair. So are there any chances that you're also going to come up in Tiger 3 or War 2 or something like that?
Tiger 3 definitely not, because I was playing Purna in Tigers in the Hair, which is a doctor character and like a nurse character. She can possibly not be a part of Tiger 3 again. That track ended there. War 2, I have no idea about. I'm really hoping that I'm a part of it because I love the franchise and I miss working with YRF. It's been 3 years since War 2 happened. War happened. So I'm really hoping that my role is reprised, but I have no idea so far.
So describe the experience of working with Ranveer Singh. Let's start with Ranveer.
Ranveer and I never had never shared space because I was not part of the Khilji world. So
And
I've
Deepika?
literally just met him once or twice. Deepika, I'm very, very fond of. I think she's extremely elegant, very poised, hardworking. And what I love about her is that she's very simple, you know. She really comes, does her work, and goes back home. Yeah, I'm very fond of Deepika.
And what about Salman and Katrina?
So Katrina, again, I interacted with very less because we never had a scene together. I just saw her in, offset, like during our gym sessions and all, and she's very sweet. I've always heard great things about her. Unfortunately, I didn't get to interact with her too much, but whatever I, saw of her, she was very sweet and again hardworking. She used to like work out hours in a day, like every sort of exercise that one could go through, she used to go through that. But and also I loved the way she did action in Tiger Zinda Hai. I actually loved her action scenes. Salman sir, we were all just mad about him, I think, when we were working together because he has that charm about him. He would just make you feel and fall in love with him without doing anything. So yeah, I think I was in this whole surur of Salman Khan after coming back from Tiger Zinda Hai. Like at least for a couple of months, I was in his like in awe of him completely and had this क्या बोलेंगे surur का English word मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा, but हाँ, like we were just completely awestruck by Salman. So that happened after working with him actually.
And Hrithik? What about Hrithik and Tiger?
So Tiger is very sweet, very down to earth. I can tell you this, like I'm also a very reserved person. On set, even I don't talk too much. And I generally am very shy to, as such, I'm a very opinionated person, but when it comes to talking and, like being chit-chatty, I'm not that person. I just get very shy. So I used to see Tiger in a very similar zone. And I thought that, yeah, maybe it's the initial days and stuff like that. But throughout the year, he remained this extremely sweet, humble, down to earth, very well mannered, boy. And I would be like, are they even manufactured? Like, how is he like this? For a whole year, I saw him like that. So he's a very, very well behaved and very well mannered person. Yeah, like something about his mannerism. And Hrithik sir is just hot. Like he's hot as hell. And he's amazing to work with because he works as a team. He's always there to guide and to support. And uh, one amazing thing about him is that in every scene, even if it wasn't written down in black and white, and if there could be a way for him to bring the characters together, create some subtext between us, and create a backstory, small gestures here and there to show what the kind of relationship between these characters are, he would always try bringing that in, like whether be it in dances, whether be it in scenes. He would sit through our scenes sometimes, even if he was not a part of it, to support us or to just give us his feedback, sometimes come help us with it. So he really works as a team for a project, which is amazing.
Okay. So coming back to Asur. So how was your
Yeah.
experience of working with Oni for Asur?
Oni is so the beautiful thing about Oni is that there are very few times, especially in the Indian setup, where we as actors get pin drop silence before a scene starts. Like there is always chaos till the time action is called out, and right after cut there is chaos immediately, and we're just expected to work between that action and cut. So Oni, in fact, would always make sure that we have a rehearsal, and then he comes and has conversations with us separately. And the beautiful thing is that while we are doing a scene, I think after a few times I've realized with Oni that I cannot paint a visual or any sort of a like expectation of how the scene will go, because it's always very different than what you read off the paper. I mean, there is a bit of similarity, but he just brings out something very different and very organic. And because it becomes an experience, because my first impression is always wrong. And what happens on set is always different than what I had imagined. So it's so beautiful. And he would keep tweaking after every take. Like one take, we try something, and then the second take, he will reduce or increase something in a third. So there's always an exploration going on till the time we finish the take. And oh my God, to do emotional scenes with Oni is like a blessing. It's a pure blessing. Yes, I troubled him a lot during the technical scenes, as I said, by asking questions left, right, and center. so, but
So it was,
but he takes the time.
and also about romancing Barun Sobti, who is an absolute sweetheart. He's the television heartthrob. So your
Yeah.
thoughts about romancing Barun? Not romancing, but romancing.
You love throwing these difficult questions ना, मतलब मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये इंटरव्यू है, लेकिन ये इंटेरोगेशन जैसा इंटरव्यू है. मतलब कितना सोच सोच के बोलना पड़ता है.
These
और
are
जब मैं सोच की बात करूं,
inquisitive questions.
ये मतलब कुछ तो weird questions हैं. यार वरुण बहुत क्यूट है यार. मैं मतलब what do you expect? मैं कुछ उल्टा बोलूंगी किसी के भी बारे में, सबके बारे में अच्छा ही बोलूंगी. तो ये questions का क्या मतलब होता है? I have no idea. But honestly saying, Varun is definitely a very sweet human being. वो वैसा ही है, like disheveled सा रहता है. यहाँ वहाँ जैसे बहुत carefree है वरुण सब चीजों के बारे में. You will never know, his performances are so beautiful, but you will never see him do, any sort of like, uh, he never takes things too seriously, at least on the face of it. Also, all of his homework is done silently somewhere, because on the face of it, he's really like chilled out, sweet, in his zone. He walks the same way, yahan se wahan, while having a conversation. He has some sort of an ADD. So he would never stand in one place while walking. And very, very genuine guy. I think he's Arshad, Barun, all of these people are extremely genuine. And as I said, it's a pleasure to do a scene with Barun, because whatever scenes we had were very beautifully written. Then obviously Oni gives his own soul to it. And it becomes a pleasure because neither does Barun discuss it too much, nor do I. And we just do our thing. So then you're playing off each other, when you really don't know what the other actor is going to do. You're literally playing off each other at that point, which becomes quite an interesting thing for an actor, yeah.
And how excitedly are you waiting for Asur season 3?
Very, but I have no idea when that's going to start and when that's going to happen. So I'm not even thinking about it right now. I think I'm just very happy and thankful to the audiences for loving Asur 2 so much and for being so loyal to us, like coming back after 3 years when so much content is available on OTT. They were still...
And it's also the most watched Indian series on IMDb currently.
Really? Yeah. So thank you. So thanks to the audiences. I hope itna zyada ab ki baar wait nahi karna padega. But I also hope कि अगर थोड़ा wait करना भी पड़े तो we again entertain them as much, and we stand up to the expectations and do a better job.
Will Naina be back in season 3?
क्या पता, गौरव और ओनी से जाके पूछो. I want to become negative now, yaar. Agar if I'm back, I would love to be in a negative space where, लेकिन उसके chances हो नहीं सकते ना. We ended the second season on a note where her thing is sorted. So God knows क्या होगा आगे. But मुझे तो negative play करने का बहुत मन है. I want to be Shubh, or I want to be someone like that who goes on the other side and goes cuckoo.
And where are we seeing you next? What are your next line of projects?
So there is Sultan of Delhi, which is a series with Hotstar. Milan Lucia has directed it. There I'm playing a negative character with no redemption. So you will not be seeing me do something intelligent, righteous there at all. Far, far away from it. Then that thing that I was talking about, Gubar, which is with Vinay
Vinay Pathak.
Pathak. I don't know when that's going to come out, but if it does, that'll be interesting. There's something that I worked on called Berlin. That's a film, so that might be out sometime. Yeah, there was an action film that I was doing, which is on hold at this point in time. So if you resume, then I was doing some heavy duty action there. Let's hope it starts again. And yeah, I'm going to be shooting for 2-3 things right now. So those.
Thank you so much, Anupriya, for talking to Screenbox. All the really best for your future endeavors, and really
Thank you.
congratulations on Asur.
Thank you, Achal. Thank you so much. And you've
Thank
got a
you so
lovely
much.
smile, yeah, Achal. You've got a very heartening smile. I'm sure you've heard this before. But thank you. Lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much.